Hey RT family, Ryan Reynolds here with Keller Williams Consultants Realty with this month's Community Spotlight. And today I'm with Bill Daly here in Dublin at Riverside Bank of Dublin. And we're talking about the new grand opening of their branch and just about some different things. So Bill, thanks for being on. I appreciate you taking the time to talk.
Ryan, thanks for having me, and we're happy to host you here in our new branch on Frantz Road in Dublin.
Yeah, we're right at the corner of Frantz and Corbins Mill.
Right across from Metro.
Yeah, right across from Metro, and a brand new branch. So if you've not seen it, stop in. They have free coffee, I think I saw.
Free coffee, come in to get your OSU cooler.
Yep.
Lots of giveaways going on, but again, happy to have you.
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to ask a few questions and we'll kind of go from there. So first thing is, so Riverside Bank of Dublin is a new bank. It's a community-sized bank, so it's not one of these massive, too big to fail banks. So tell me, what do you think it is that makes you different than the large banks?
Yeah, I think it's simple. It's the service that we deliver to our customers. It is the differentiating factor for the bank. So the things we stress and the things we deliver on, flexibility, speed to market, access to decision makers, ultimate decision makers, empowering our front line. You know, if you come in to borrow money at Riverside Bank of Dublin, you only have to tell your story once because you're dealing directly with the decision maker, but a local board, local management team, local staff, local investors, you know, we think that those things added together make a community bank what it is.
You're not calling a call center somewhere across the world or across the country and you're not talking to somebody who doesn't know who you are. You can walk in and talk to the president of the bank.
Every decision we make, the customer's at the center of that decision. Making it happen for the customer, making it easy to do business with us is always a focus. Although we can't eliminate all red tape, we eliminate what we can. And bottom line is we try to make it easy for customers to do business with us.
That makes total sense. So if you've had your money in a bank that's a larger bank and you're just tired of that impersonal relationship, maybe think about giving Riverside Bank of Dublin a try. A couple of things I want to talk about. So now, I mean, I said this is a new bank. When I say new, it's a couple years old. And you started the bank along with some other people on a team, right? So tell me just a little bit about why you guys decided to start a bank.
Yeah, you know, we started the bank. We saw a need in the marketplace or an underserved niche in the marketplace for the customers that really are looking for customer service. What we found in our research is there were about 12 community banks in the Columbus area that were consolidated over a course of over a number of years into larger out-of-area banks, not domiciled here in the Columbus market. And then our kind of management team's personal experience working for some of those banks and the frustrations we had taking care of our long-term customers here in the Columbus area. You get together and you talk about it and say, hey, we think we could do better if we're frustrated with the service we can provide. Maybe the customers are frustrated with the service they're receiving. So, just seeing an underserved niche in the marketplace out there with clients that may be looking for a higher level of personal service and a relationship with their bank. And we thought we could come up with a local bank staffed by local people, local board, local decision making that could fill that niche.
That totally makes sense. Now, I know this bank's been growing really fast. I think you mentioned to me when we were talking before that you went from, what was the original amount you had to raise was $100 million?
We raised $23 million.
$23 million?
At the tail end of the pandemic.
Okay, and
so
then you're
possibly
now how big
the worst time ever to raise money. We were able to get that done with the regular investors right here in Columbus.
Okay.
Now our asset size is right at $150 million.
$150 million. So you went from 23 to 150 in a year and a half, 2 years?
About 2 years. Two and a half years, yeah. So and I think another thing I point out we're really proud of is that we were profitable after 17 months on a month-to-month basis and have continued to be profitable ever since. So
this might be a selfish question, but if somebody wanted to invest in the bank, could they do that?
They couldn't do that now. It's privately held, unless, it's kind of down to matching a person that might want to sell their stock with a person that might want to buy the stock. Not traded over the counter, no market. We're truly privately held.
So it's private bank.
As the bank grows, at some point in time, we may need additional capital, and at that point, we'd go back out to the public again and say, hey, if you like what you've seen so far, want to invest, here's an opportunity. So I guess there's always a chance someone would want to sell some stock, and we'd try to match that up without a market, someone that wanted to buy the stock. And then, of course, I think future opportunities as we grow and need to raise capital would create some opportunities there too.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the rates you guys can offer. Because you're a smaller bank, I'm assuming you have lower overhead. that you're able to offer what I think you said is the best rate right now in Columbus for deposits. Is that right?
Well, we've got a one-year CD special offering 5.28%. That's currently the best rate in the market.
And that goes through when you expect?
Until rates go up, and
yeah,
it's no guaranteed time frame. It's just we offer that rate. We meet once a week. We look at what the competition's doing, what's going on out there in the marketplace, and then we set our rates accordingly. But I'll tell you, it's most competitive market I've seen in Columbus in my time during banking, with the number of different raises the Fed has implemented to fight inflation. It's a great time if you have money sitting on the sidelines and are looking to lock it in for a good rate.
Yeah.
That CD might be something you'd be interested in. And then you get all the different things we discussed with service that comes along with that. So great rate in, best service in town by the best retail team in town is a tough combination to beat.
Yeah, that's right. And actually you kind of would be investing in the bank by getting a CD. So if you couldn't buy stock in the bank, maybe you'd want to help the bank grow. You could come down and buy a CD, certificate of deposit, and that would help.
It's the only way to help the bank grow. The bank is limited by the amount they can bring in deposits to turn around and loan out to people in the community. And then the difference between what we pay on our deposits and what we receive on our loans is how the bank makes money. So it's a pretty simple model. But, a de novo bank is limited in growth by how much deposits they can raise in the local community and how many loans they can find to utilize those deposits here in the local community as well. So all our deposits are raised right here in Columbus. At this particular time, a few different avenues are available to us to bring in money from outside area if we need it, and all of our loans are right here in Columbus, and if they're not right here in Columbus, they're with a borrower that's based right here in Columbus who might have an enterprise outside of Columbus.
So in speaking of kind of the community thing, we talked a little bit about how you grew the bank in that you've done a lot of community stuff. So you tend to sponsor events. Do you want to talk a little bit about some of the events you've sponsored or things you've got coming up?
Yeah, we're very active with the Dublin Chamber. We're the title sponsor for the Dublin Chamber golf outing for the past couple years. We're the sole bank sponsor for Project Mirth. Great cause that just had a Christmas in July event in June.
Because nobody can get enough Christmas, right?
That's right. You can't get enough Christmas.
Right.
We try to take advantage of the, opportunities that just being here in Dublin affords us with, you've got the Memorial Tournament, which we entertain clients at. You've got the Dublin Irish Festival coming up in beginning of August 4th, 5th, and 6th, we have a booth set up, try to get our name out. We're sponsoring the Celtic Canine exhibit where local people with Irish dogs, you get an opportunity to come see the dogs and then hear about them in a kind of a set down discussion with the owner. So we're sponsoring that this year, and it's our second year with those two. So Dublin offers a lot of really unique opportunities to be involved in the community here, and we certainly, as we grow and as our budget grows, hope to be a bigger player in those as time goes on.
So there you have it, everyone. This is Bill Daly with the Riverside Bank of Dublin. If you're looking for a community bank that invests in the local community and is involved here and not some large corporate bank that's investing in people in New York, come on down to Riverside Bank of Dublin at the corner of Frantz Road and Corbins Mill and have a cup of coffee with Bill. I'm sure he'll explain to you all the benefits. And as always, it's the Ryan Reynolds team, unlimited opportunities and exceptional experiences.